Here are 3 reasons why this is the FGC Mount Rushmore. This is for main characters exclusively. So Ryu, Terry, Scorpion, and Kazuya Mishima, in no particular order, are on the list, and honorable mentions for me are Heihachi / Jin and Chun-Li. Reason number 1 is that the 4 characters I mentioned are the characters that represent their franchise, or in some cases, their company, right? They're the most popular, they're the most used, and they're the most iconic characters, and they're always brought back, put on the cover, used in crossovers, used for merch, action figures, you name it. The company has something, they're going to use these characters. Reason number 2 is that 3 of the 4 characters on this list are represented in Smash, which is considered a celebration of gaming as a whole. You don't just get invited to Smash, you don't become a playable character in Smash unless you mean something to Nintendo, you mean something to the gaming landscape, or you mean something to the company, because becoming a playable Smash Bros character is an event, is an icon, it's a symbol, and it's we'll call it a crowning achievement of your character and your company, right? It's also one of Smash Bros. Ultimate, one of, if not the highest selling fighting game, even though it's not a traditional fighting game, it's a platform fighter. So if the characters are important enough to get into Smash, it's a big deal. And also, Smash Brothers is a franchise that has no original characters that are playable. They are all guests, and it is a crossover game. Reason number 3 is that a Mount Rushmore list is for the most impactful, the most important, and the most influential entrants for a category. Now, me personally, there's only 4 spots on the list, so it can be tough. However, nowadays I make my Mount Rushmores a little bit differently than I used to. So if you want to see me go into more in depth and have a full long form discussion about different Mount Rushmores, era specific, company specific, whatever, just hit me with the subscribe button. I'll link that video when it's made, and then you'll be able to see a little bit more of my thought process, as well as what really makes a Mount Rushmore in my opinion, and why there should be more than one, not just the sole Mount Rushmore.